Welcome back to Smoky Ribs. I'm Russ Jones. I'm going to be doing a tropical style pork belly taco right after this.
If you want to cook backyard barbecue till you get your feel, you come to the right place. Russ Jones Smoky Ribs. Smoky Ribs. Smoky
Alright, I wanted to show you the pork belly that I'm using. I actually found this over at Sam's, and I've used this brand before. This is a Smithfield Prime Reserve. This is skinless, which is great because I was going to have to remove the skin anyway, and it's not a bad price for almost 7 pounds of pork belly. I'll be buying more of these there, I promise you that. Alright, be right back. I'm going to go ahead and remove the Cryovac, and we're going to put a rub on this, and I'll show you what I'm using. Now you can use whatever kind of binder you like. On pork, I always use mustard. Most of the time I have been known to use different oils, olive oil and canola oil and such as that, but I personally just find that the mustard works really well. The vinegar in the mustard actually helps seasonings penetrate, believe that or not. Now as you can see, what I just done is I made some cross hatch marks through this fat cap. That's going to allow some of this rub to get down in beyond the fat into the meat. And the rub that I'm using is not this one, it's this company though. It's Heavenly Made Products, and the only reason I'm showing you the one I'm not using, I wanted you to see the label. He sent me this out a while back. This is a smoky jalapeno, and at the time he had not created labels. He just simply wanted my feedback on that. He's never asked me to do a video on any of these rubs, but I'm telling you, they're such good rubs. I'm definitely going to be showing these on video. But when I read smoky jalapeno, the first thing come to my mind was chipotle, because that's what a chipotle is a smoked jalapeno. And then when I opened it and smelled it, I'm like, yes, that will definitely go with this recipe, because I will be using actual chipotles in this recipe. So with that said, we're just going to go ahead and get our rub on here, both sides. Alright, so you want to make sure you get a generous coat of this on your pork belly. We're going to flip it over and do the same thing. Alright, I am using the Kamado Big Joe today on this cook. I absolutely love this grill. We have been having rain for, Lord, all that tropical stuff coming in off the Gulf. We have had rain now for another 7 or 8 days. It was just a few weeks ago we had the same thing. So this grill is so easy. It rolls really easily and it will go up on my garage. So this is my grill of choice. And not only that, it does a great job. I am using a little bit of applewood. I got 2 small chunks of applewood. Don't want a whole lot of smoke on it. And we're going to close the lid and we'll be back and look at this probably in around 2 hours. I'll be cooking it around 275 to 300. Alright, so we're going to make 2 different cremas. I'm starting with 1 cup of sour cream. Into that I've got 1 chipotle, canned chipotle and adobo sauce. And I'm going to give that a real quick mince. Go in with our adobo and chipotle. And we're also going to put some additional adobo sauce into this sour cream. Roughly 2 tablespoons. I'm going to add in a little paprika. The juice of 1/2 lime. Now we're going to take canned pineapple that's in a heavy syrup. We're going to only use the syrup. This is a 20-ounce can. Alright, I've used roughly half of it. Let's take a look and see how it looks. Alright, I'm going to switch over to a whisk. I think it'll do a little bit better job than that spoon. Alright, now we're going to add some salt. I got the Jacobsen sea salt. Excellent stuff. I hope you check them out. These are the flakes. Tad more. That should be plenty. Now we're going to go in with a little black pepper, cracked black pepper. This needs to hang out for at least a couple hours to where all those flavors marry and blend and come together. Let's do another type of crema. Alright, so I'm taking an avocado. Hopefully it looks good on the inside, and it does. That looks like perfection. We're going to cut into our avocado all the way to the skin. Oh, this is perfect. A day later this would be turning brown. So now you want to take and scoop all of this avocado into your bowl. One full avocado. Here's the other half. I'm going to take a fork and I'm going to mash all this together till we get a nice consistency. More of an avocado paste. Now we're going to add in about a 1/4 cup of sour cream. Some more of the Jacobsen sea salt, the flake salt. That's for the avocado. It definitely needs the seasoning, and with just a tad more. And the black cracked pepper. I'm going to mix this in thoroughly. We're just a little over 2 hours into this cook. Let's do some temperature readings. Oh yeah, it's probing really nice. We're about 185 here. About the same here. Let me check this thicker portion. Alright, we got a little ways to go on this one. That's around 167. I'm going to go ahead and apply. This is the Be Local Hot Honey. It's made with American honey and scorpion chili. This is from the Jacobsen Salt Company. They sent this out and I have been dying to try this. Give it a good layer of this honey. We're going to close the lid up and we're going to let this go until we get around 195 internal temp, which won't be long. Let's see what we have here. We've been going about another 30 minutes since the last time I opened it up and I applied the honey. We are, oh yeah, we're at 190, 195, 200, but that's close to the bottom. So we're about right. Let's go in this thick end. No, we're not quite there yet. About 200 there, that's looking good. I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and pull it, and we're going to wrap it right here in this aluminum foil. We're going to let it hang out for about 2 hours. It will continue to cook inside this aluminum foil. And after about 2 hours, we'll cut into this, and we're going to be making some tacos. Beautiful. So I've double wrapped everything in aluminum foil. I'm actually going to let it rest right here outside because it's hotter out here than what it is in the house with the AC running, and it just makes more sense to do so. Now that I've got the pork belly resting, got it wrapped in foil, it's just going to rest for, like I said, around 2 hours. We're just going to hit this real quick with a brush, knock off the big stuff, and go in with some tomatoes. And by the way, I am cooking all of this on indirect heat. You can probably see the deflector plates. My current temperature right now is around 300 degrees. We're more or less going to roast these. Try to get a little char on them. But more of a grill flavor more than anything. And I might have to hike that temperature up a little bit more to get what I'm wanting. These have grilled to just where I want them. I don't want these completely getting mushy. I want a little crunch still left in there. I just mainly wanted to pick up this grilled flavor, and that's what I have with these. So I've got a mango. It's not quite right, to be honest with you, and I think that's perfect for grilling. It's a little firm still, so this heat in the grilling is going to pull out the sugars naturally on this fruit here. We're going to go ahead and do this, flip it when I need to, get a little bit of char on there, get some grill flavor, let it soften up, let it start pulling out some of the natural sugars. Alright, so now we're going to put together the pico de gallo with a twist. It's going to be more of a tropical pico de gallo. Starting off with some Roma tomatoes. Going to cut off the ends. And from here, simply just dice them up any way you want. They're a little soft from the grilling, but they're going to be fantastic. Now we're going to take our jalapenos. Do the same thing. We're just going to cut these up in a few strips. Going to give them a kind of a medium mince there. Good enough. And the same with the onions. Cut those in half. And basically all you're going to do from here is just chop them up the best you can. So I've got 1 whole yellow onion. I've got 4 Roma tomatoes so far. And I've got 2 jalapenos. Let's push all this back out of the way. Then we're going to take this mango and we're going to cut this off with the seed as best we can. So all you want to do is just, again, cut this up, dice it up into like a medium chop. A little on the coarse side. You want to take your cilantro and you want to kind of ball it up where it's real tight, similar to what I'm doing right here, and then it makes it a lot easier when you get ready to chop it. Just run your knife through there. We're going to add this into our pico de gallo. A little salt, more of the Jacobsen flake salt, sea salt, excellent stuff, and some cracked black pepper. Give all this a really good mix. Incorporate everything well, and this is our pico de gallo. Alright, so I'm seeing a bit of a grain kind of running this way. I've never thought about grain too much on pork belly, but I guess it does have one, so that's telling me that I need to kind of cut like this. Alright, let's slide this over. Cut these into little bite-sized morsels here. And let's just try one. Oh man, that's good. Excellent flavor. Perfectly tender. Nice and juicy. Pork belly has a lot of fat, but this is the kind of fat that you actually like. Man, it's just, it makes it so, what's the word I'm looking for? Rich. Alright, I've warmed up some tortillas. Was going to do some homemade tortillas like I've done in past videos, but just really didn't have the time, so we're going with store-bought on this. And what I'm going to do is take some of this pork belly. We're just going to layer it right here in the middle. We're going to take some of this pico de gallo, this twisted up pico de gallo, a little tropical flavor going on. We're going to add in a few pineapple chunks. Now we're going to apply, now this is the chipotle and pineapple crema. Now this is a lot thicker. This is the avocado crema. There we go. Let's do a taste test and we're going to eat right after that. Alright, so let's fold this bad boy up and give it a try. Here we go. Oh man, that is definitely not your typical taco as you think of tacos. This has a complete twist to it. Definitely got a tropical flavor going on. Absolutely delicious. This pork belly is really what's shining through on this. Once I bit into the meat, I could taste the smokiness from it, and the rub from Heavenly Made Products is outstanding on this. All the different flavors are combining, different things going on with this. Flavor bombs going on in my mouth. Really good stuff. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, smoke your ribs.